Hey, and welcome back to the Michael Cohen Show, where we continue our growth to the 250,000th subscriber. So if you like what you hear, and I hope you do, hit that like button and hit subscribe. But more importantly, share. Share it with a friend. So the other day, Trump was in La Crosse, Wisconsin. All right. And I want to take a look at this speech. Again, a complete disaster. Made no sense at all. All right. And I want to take a look, for example, at the first clip of it that dealt with climate change. I mean, talk about batshit crazy. Let's go to that clip and you'll get my reaction.
So now she doesn't talk about it. Do you notice she doesn't talk about climate change anymore? She's not talking about it. You know why? Because people don't want to hear it. They want to live a good life. They want to live a life. They don't want to stop your industry with climate change. They used to call it different things, global warming. Remember, that wasn't working because it was getting a little bit cooler. So they said, what are we going to do? We'll call it global cooling. No. So they came up with the words climate change because that takes.
I mean, seriously, the man doesn't understand that the term climate change is a global term, whereas global warming is part of climate change. I mean, seriously, this idiot is now looking to run for the presidency of the United States, refuses to acknowledge science, which is showing that our Earth is heating up, and that by 2030, that the Earth is going to be about 2.5 to 4 degrees hotter. That's going to make our summers longer. It's going to make our winters shorter. And some people may say, yeah, that's great. No, it's not. Because what's happening, all you need to do is to see it. It's happening in front of our eyes when you have cameras taking photos of glaciers in the North Pole that are cracking, glaciers the size of like Rhode Island that are cracking into the water, which is rising, which is raising the water table, which is going to flood, say, for example, our coastlines. And Donald is sitting there saying, yeah, that's great. Now Mar-a-Lago will become, waterfront beach property. I mean, that's how stupid that this man actually is. He wants to fight with science. What? And he thinks he knows better than everyone because 40, 50 years ago, he had an uncle that worked at MIT. I mean, seriously, the fact that this ass clown could be running for the presidency of the United States, what's going to happen? Do we not see the devastation and the sheer devastation going on across our country day in and day out, whether it's fires, whether it's flooding, wind, tornadoes, hurricanes? Seriously? All right, look, just when you thought that stupid couldn't get stupider, I want to show you a clip about Donald Trump talking about jobs in America. Let's go to that clip and you're going to get my reaction.
Because the people that are coming in are just taken. And it's going to start with the black population. African Americans are losing their jobs. And I don't know if you heard the latest statistic that of the jobs that these people created, which is very little, every single job was taken, about 107% was taken by illegal immigrants. There's been no job creation from them.
Sure, Donald. Sure. Greater than 100%. 100% of every black person's job is taken by an illegal immigrant. You know what we call that? That's a combination of racism. It's a combination of immigrant phobia, right? What the hell are you saying? And do you not understand mathematics? That you can't have more than 100%, but no, 107%. Did you see the looks on the faces of some of these young kids that are sitting there? And they may be Trump supporters, but they're saying to themselves, what the fuck is this idiot talking about? 107%. What jobs is he talking about? Doesn't it go back to that whole racist statement that he and Shady Vance keep falling back onto about black jobs? It's funny because a cardiologist is black. I certainly have not seen a replacement for him, right? I mean, what is he talking about? Is it not again, some sort of a latent racist comment? Well, I would say the answer is, and again, knowing him better than anybody and have hearing this sort of tropes over the course of a decade and a half, we should all be disgusted by, again, this behavior of a man who is the leader of one of our two political parties. Well, then von Schitzenpants, the fool, goes on because he just doesn't know. He just doesn't know when to shut up. He doesn't know when to actually start talking facts instead of nonsense. All right. I want to go to the next clip when he starts speaking about the polls. Let's go to that clip and you'll hear my reaction.
Look, it just started, really. It just really started. The polls have us up here. We're up in this. We're up in states, but it's close. It's close.
No, it's not. In fact, you're seeing a massive decline. You're seeing a massive decline in women. You're seeing a massive decline in the Black community. You're seeing a massive decline in the Hispanic community. You're seeing a massive decline from whether it's auto workers or union workers. Why? Because, my friend, you have no idea what the hell you're talking about. And every time you open your mouth, every single time, you put your foot in it. You say the stupidest things. You say the most vile things. And you attack everyone. When you turn around and you say that America is a hellhole, when you turn around and you call it a shithole country, when you turn around and you talk about how we're now overrun with drugs, we're overrun with crime, with the murder rate, and so on, you understand that you are the very first president, former president, you're the very first candidate ever to bash the country in a manner that you do. And why you do it? Fear-mongering. That's all that it is. But again, the stupidity doesn't stop there. The stupidity just doesn't stop. He now wants to speak about Russia. All right? Why? Again, if you're going to talk about Russia, talk about facts. But that's not what he does. So let's go to that clip, and you'll get my reaction.
Our nation anymore. Think of it. What would the world be like if Russia didn't do what they did, and they would have never done it? I used to speak to Putin about it. I had very good relationship.
He did what he did, what he's done. What's he even talking about? Do you think that anybody in that, what's he talking about? What if Russia didn't invade Ukraine? What about all of the Ukrainian innocent civilians that have died? What about all of the members, the service members, the Ukrainian military who died? Here's a little factoid for you, Donald. You know how many Russian soldiers have died during this conflict? It's estimated over 200,000. Over 200,000. So what are you saying? What are you talking? Again, I have no idea what he's even talking about. But he would have done what? He would have picked up a phone and told Vladimir Putin not to do it, and Putin would listen to him? Why? Why? What's he talking? Does anybody have a clue what von Schitzenpants is babbling about? And the answer is no. No. And why are you supposed to guess? How about speak clearly? Talk factually. All right, look, I can go on and on and on. Because then he starts talking nonsense. Again, when Donald does these town halls and these rallies, it's a compilation of word vomit. That's really what it is. So now he starts spewing some horse shit in Wisconsin about bacon and windmills and wind, because the two of them are obviously very much connected. Let's go to that clip and you'll get my reaction.
You take a look at bacon and some of these products, and some people don't eat bacon anymore. And we are going to get the energy prices down. When we get energy down, this was caused by their horrible energy wind. They want wind all over the place. But when it doesn't blow, we have a little problem.
What? I mean, seriously? And what about bacon? And there are some people that don't eat. There are some people that don't ever eat bacon. Maybe because they're glatt kosher or halal. Maybe they just don't like it. What is he talking about? But in a snap, he goes from bacon to winds. And then they like wind, they don't like wind, and there is wind. But what happens when there isn't wind? Yeah. If there's no wind, maybe your sailboat won't go. The fuck are you talking about, Von Shits and Pants? What are you babbling about? Are we going back to the windmills? Is that where you were going to go? And all the dead birds underneath the bird cemeteries? Again, who the hell knows what this word vomit, rally was even about? I don't watch them for any information. I watch it for the comedic value, as does every single comedian out there. But I want to go to a final clip here. And this is where Donald finishes off by talking about how he isn't weird. Let's go to that clip, and then you'll get my final reaction.
You get a lot of those questions because Minnesota, they picked this guy. He is weird. Right? He's weird. I'm not weird. He's weird. No, he's a weird guy. He's a weird dude. See, they come up with sound bites. They always have sound bites. And one of the things is that JD and I are weird. That guy is so straight. JD is he's doing a great job. Smart. Top student. Great guy. And he's not weird, and I'm not weird. We're a lot of things. We're not weird, I will tell you. But that guy is weird, don't you think?
Okay. In a period of about 15 to 30 seconds, however long that was, Donald Trump invoked the term weird 9 times. 9. Why? Because it went viral when Governor Walz called Von Shits and Pants and Shady Vance weird. Because they are weird. They are. Okay, maybe not as much Donald as J.D. Vance, the whole nonsense with his couch and his hillbilly elegy and, all of the comments that come out of his mouth, which are just weird. His behavior buying a donut, his comments to the firefighters. Yeah, they are. J.D. Vance and by association Donald are weird. And so like a 5-year-old or an 8-year-old, I'm rubber, you're glue, whatever you say sticks back to you, right? So they called him weird. So now he has to try to own that and deflect it upon them. Talk about immature, talk about childish, and nobody does statements like Donald Trump when it comes to bumper sticker comments. So the fact, again, he's deflecting, my God, this entire waste of time. I can't imagine if I was somebody there in that audience wasting my time to listen to 90 minutes of stupidity. Ron Filipowski put out a tweet that I want to read. I want to show you as I end this segment, where he turns around and he goes, he just finished talking about bacon, windmills, Al Capone, and nuclear war while wearing a girdle, heel lifts, sweating through 3 coats of bronzer makeup and 4 hair transplants in a triple comb over, wearing the same ill-fitting uniform he has worn every day for 8 years. And then that was, of course, in response to ACYN saying, Trump, I'm not weird. He's weird. He's a weird guy. He is a weird dude. They say JD and I are weird. That guy is so straight. JD. Really? Really? Okay. You made your point, Donald. Congratulations. You're not weird. You're just stupid. How's that? Let's just change the term from weird to stupid. And yes, yes, you are stupid. And there's no room for stupid people in our White House. And that's why I will end this episode by saying what I say each and every time. And I will continue to say each and every time up and through the election. Make sure that you vote Harris Walls in 2024. Hey everyone. First of all, thanks for watching. I mean, we're going to be posting daily episodes with reactions and talking about politics. We'll be talking about everything, in fact. So please like and subscribe. Join us on this journey.